The number one thing most individuals are thinking about going into college, especially for people interested in the arts overall, is the cost. And so I thought I would share my personal experience as to how I, one, graduated without any debt, and two, ended up making close to $8,000 in cash from going to college for art. Heyo, I'm Bethanjan, and I'm a artist who just graduated college. I graduated in December last year in 2022. Going into the arts was very scary. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. I thought I was gonna be, a starving artist. None of that ended up happening, and here I am today to tell you all my story. So the number one thing to really think about when going to college for art is the location. What university do you really want to go to and receive a diploma from? Obviously, you have your big name brand colleges that are just so expensive. I took some time to look at Rhode Island's art school that is really popular, as well as Chicago's. And oh my gosh, their tuition rates are insane. Even like trying to compare from, in-state and out-of-state, these prices are crazy. Another factor that many people don't even think about, that you hear a lot about how people send their AP portfolios to, and APR and all that jazz. And to be frank, I was gonna go into music. I know how to play saxophone really, really well. I still got it. I still got it somewhere deep down inside me. My embouchure has changed so much though. Yeah, I used to play saxophone a lot, but I didn't have any AP art. I wasn't thinking about these big colleges. I was like, what is going to be the best solution for me for the amount of money I have as an individual? And so my best option was to actually just commute. I went to a very small campus with a very small art community. They have a great program there, by the way. I went to Indiana University of South Bend, Racklin School of the Arts. They have a lot to offer, okay? I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. This is just my opinion, okay? I was lucky enough that it was literally like 30 minutes away. You're gonna be saving much more money by living still at your parents', even though I know most of you are like, oh, but I want to get out and enjoy the college experience. But to be honest, you're still gonna make friends and you're still gonna get that college experience as long as you are getting involved and, obviously communicating to other people that are in your classes. So that is probably my first tip, is to actually look at some of the smaller colleges. Look into what their programs are teaching, what they are focused on, geared towards. Are they geared towards abstract art, conceptual art, or are they geared towards, really looking at teaching art as a whole? Like, would you want to try this out? Would you want to try this out? Which is a little bit of what I got from going to IUSB, which was really nice, but it was also very geared in traditional portrait and figure work, which I ended up loving. It's not for everybody. I'll say that first off. It's not for everybody. So the second thing, obviously, this is like a no-brainer, but scholarships. I was luckily a part of this 21st Century Scholarship Program that my parents had signed me up for as like a kid. And they covered the cost of all except my summer classes, okay? Plus, on top of that, they also gave extra money left over. It was like close to $100 left over to go towards gas and books and supplies. That is definitely probably the biggest factor from me going to college, which I am so appreciative of. I know that there are certain regulations in being a part of the 21st Century Scholarship Program, but that was probably the biggest thing that really saved me from ever being in debt. So definitely look at those scholarships. I even applied for like a 4-H scholarship because I was involved in that. I applied for the art scholarship that they had like through the university. They had different opportunities there. So look for opportunities. The third thing that really helped me was selling my work. And this was a very low percentage. Every single October or like around that season in the fall season, they had a like event through the college that sold all the work. Like I think 30% of the sale, the final sale would go to, you know, the fine arts department. Then the rest of the percentage, the 60% of that then would go back to the artist. And so I decided to do something really scary and make like a specific piece to try and sell. And it did. I sold my very first like official painting. I was like, woo, yippee. I also sold my work out of nowhere. So for my painting class, we would put our paintings out in this hallway. And professors usually would like take their laps around like the top of this building when they would have like a little bit of a break. And this professor, I hung up my first piece that I really started getting into not painting with a paintbrush, right? And I did this piece with painting with a shoe. He was very interested in it. And he asked me like straight up, he's like, do you want to sell this to me? And I was like, yeah, I'll sell this to you. And I sold another piece that way. You just never know how you're gonna sell your work. And you just have to be open and ready to make that connection right there and then with individuals. Sell your work. This part of the video is sponsored by me. I know I don't have any sponsorships or whatever. So I have my shop up finally, designated print shop that I'm going through called InPrint. They have some really high quality stuff there. They will print everything and send it off to you fairly quickly. Or if you don't have money for that, which I totally understand, and you want some original artwork, go through my Etsy. I have some digital downloads there that are really affordable. You could use it as wallpaper on your phone or maybe even on your computer. Or if you wanted to, you can print it out. They're very high quality photos. You can see like all the detail in my paintings so far. I'm slowly trying to upload more right now. It's a lot of work. But anyways, yeah, check that out if you're interested and support an artist, you know? Yeah. And the last key thing that I cannot stress enough what made me, you know, reach that 8,000 was making connections and finding opportunities. After my second year of college, I was producing some really high quality work. Like honestly, I had no clue I had that in me. It was definitely pure like talent and me applying myself to what I was learning and just really practicing every single day in and out. And my professor noticed that. She even pulled me aside and asked me why I was going to such a small art school. Like honestly, I'm just here because I can't afford to move out of the state and go here. And she was so understanding. She was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Absolutely. She's like, I just wanted you to know that your work is like really great and I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to do in the future. And eventually she reached out to me about this big opportunity. And it was a scholarship mentorship through the school itself for the summertime. I had no clue what to expect, what this was all about. I haven't even heard of it yet. She said basically this is a opportunity and a program where I would be getting paid to do a project of something related to my major. She said, I really think you should try painting a mural. It's something brand new. It's out of your comfort zone. You may like it, you may not like it. And the good thing about this is that you're giving it a try. I was so nervous. I threw up the first day when I had to drive out because I was that nervous. I ended up getting paid I think it was like around $7,000 through the scholarship itself. I really highly recommend this if you're going to IUSB. Like, look into it. I don't know if they changed anything. I had to write a cover letter of what I was learning, why I wanted to do this, and the outcome of this all was just crazy. I didn't think I was going to really get accepted or get anything out of it, but I learned so much more than just like painting a mural. She taught me the ins and outs of galleries and how to frame my stuff. I owe her so much to what I have learned and experienced as an artist. But anyways, look into those smaller colleges for art. You do not need to go to a big name college. They are so much more expensive than smaller art departments. You never know what you're gonna learn there. 2, look into scholarships. You never know what opportunities are just waiting. 3, sell your work. I know it's a really small percentage, but getting your name out there and showing what you can make and making a profit off of it, that is something you're not even expected to do until you even graduate. So sell your work. And then finally 4, make those connections and look for opportunities. Hope this helped eliminate some of the stress into going into college and maybe make it not so scary to actually want to become an artist. You know, you always are terrified to tell others what you want to do with your dreams and passions in life, and being an artist is totally doable. I can guarantee it. Like I said, go buy some of my art. This is the first time it's like up and open to the public, but as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!